Earth, right? They could start creating. They can start creating their own little master race now, man. Using the best, they're designer babies now. You can have a baby.
Well, when we think about, when I guess our founding fathers, when they first came over here and they were trying to escape, I guess, the tyranny of
they were oppressed. They were oppressed rich people. They were oppressed rich people.
Feudalism in that.
They didn't like a king.
Washington was a Mason, man. He's the first one.
Or you stayed for. So that was, I think, the influx of people coming.
They didn't want a king. That's it.
Exactly.
So it was a good idea. The idea and the vision.
I guess that's what they wanted. Was a good idea. And then George III thought, hey, I can make money off of those people who just left. Those expatriates.
Money. Trace everything to the money.
Exactly. And then what happened? When did, most people, like black people say that America didn't get their niche until after World War II or World War I around there.
Well, after the Civil War.
Then the whole cotton thing and all that. The slave owners and all that, they grew up, and all that became the Democratic Party, and that's why police was created to protect what they thought was their property and their investments.
Mm-hmm. Well, so many people, black people, were Republicans, because
that's why you got to watch that
slaves, and then that shift kind of happened.
Reconstruction,
exactly. Black people were getting jobs, and they were getting political offices, but what happens? Angry white men.
They riots, race
riots broke out,
and they killed them.
All those positions were taken away, and a lot of black people were driven out. They had to flee. So there were a lot of also successful, thriving black communities that were destroyed. That were destroyed by
they were burned up.
Angry men.
They had their own banks.
Every city did because they had segregation. Every city had. See, what people don't understand is every city had a Black Wall Street. And let me tell you something: Chinatown, Little Japan, Little Havana, they're all modeled after Black Wall Street. Every ethnic neighborhood in every city in America is modeled after Black Wall Street. Every Latino neighborhood in LA, around everything is modeled after Black Wall Street.
Have you seen the movie Birth of a Nation?
I won't. It's so long. Some of it.
The new one. It's a movie that I tell most of my friends. Like I told Mark. I told him to watch it.
Does that have Nate?
It's hard to watch.
Does that have Nate?
Yeah, Nate. That's Nate. That's Nate Turner.
Nate, I don't watch any. It's not about Nate. The actor. The actor who got.
Well, you saw what they did to him, right? Afterwards.
With Nat Turner.
Yeah, they chopped him up and
fed him to pigs.
Yeah, no, and because they wanted nobody to go kind of like to follow after what he did, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then out of that, the guy, the young man in that movie, they snitched on the whole movement of what they were gonna do because they had a pretty good movement, but they were betrayed.
Mm-hmm.
He became the first generation soldier, man. After that, you see the rise of America. They figured out we have to put him into the army. The army back then. Have you guys ever heard of General Pershing?
Yeah.
They used to call him Blackjack.
Mm.
He was one of the first guys to actually have black soldiers with him.
Mm-hmm.
And he had the Mexican Wars, the Native American Wars, Civil Wars. He had the 10th Infantry, man.
They had to bring the black troops in
so that right there.
They had to bring the black troops in because the Southerners were whooping on the North. The North was getting their asses kicked.
But what did he tell them? He walked up to them and said, "All right, guys, you guys want your freedom. You know what's going on over there. You have to fight.
Fight for it.
You have to fight for it." And then I'm gonna tell you this, man. His story will be a good story now, a movie to be made, but they don't want that to come out because what he told them is, what you need is an infantry. Watts needs an infantry. Compton needs an infantry. You need good, sound men with a good mind. Strategize, plan out things. To don't give out all your what you will call. Don't show them your cards. What you're gonna do. Because nowadays, people get a microphone and you tell people exactly what I'm gonna do. Joe Biden does that. That's how Russia did. If they attack us again, we're attacking them. What happened about being discreet, man, and just being quiet, confident.
That's the version.
And humble.
It's a diversion.
And then what you call when it's a rightful war, you don't need that many people, man, because a lot of these people are soft, man. You know, it's 1%. You know, the rich of the world is just 1%.
Yeah, no, I read something somewhere that said the people who control the world
is 1%
collectively in Great Britain, the ones who really control the workings.
No, everything's happening in it's from Great Britain. That's where it's at.
Well, the inner city in Great Britain. Like there's London. There's two parts of London. There's the city of London. Then
where the banks are at, you know that they're Washington D.C., the Vatican, and them. Mm-hmm. They're the only sovereign nations of the world. They're actually nation states, huh?
Well, what people don't realize,
their own rules, their own law.
What people don't realize about England is this: England, they're geniuses because they developed. See, that's why Japan such a hard time trying to conquer the world, World War II. They were using archaic methods. The British, a long time, knew that they could not hold these countries around the world. They knew they couldn't. They knew it was impossible. It was impossible to even keep slavery. So what they did, you know what we'll do? We'll develop something called the chaos state. So what we'll do is we'll act like, okay, we're going to free you. Okay, so but when the British went into somewhere, they always had two parts of the population. Please equate this to now. They have the population that can